In a village nestled among emerald green bamboo forests, lived a curious boy named Jin. Jin was full of energy. He loved climbing, running, and exploring every corner of the valley. But there was one thing he truly disliked: being patient. Whenever a puzzle took too long to solve or a kite refused to fly, Jin would stomp his feet and shout, "Why won't it work now?" He wanted everything to happen instantly, his way. His impatience was like a tiny storm cloud that followed him everywhere. One summer, a much bigger storm gathered. Dark clouds rolled over the mountains, and a powerful wind began to howl, sweeping across the valley. Trees shook violently, roofs rattled, and all the animals scurried to hide in their shelters. Jin, feeling a knot of fear tighten in his stomach, ran for safety. He darted into the quiet bamboo grove where an old monk, Master Yan, often sat to meditate. He expected to find the master also taking cover, but to his complete surprise, Master Yan was standing calmly among the fiercely swaying bamboo. "Master Yan, come away!" Jin cried out over the roar of the wind. "The storm is too strong. It will break all the bamboo." He pointed at the slender stalks, which were being whipped back and forth by the gale. But Master Yan simply smiled, his eyes peaceful. He gestured for Jin to come closer. "Watch closely, little one," he said, his voice steady despite the noise. Jin, though still scared, did as he was told. He watched as the wind roared with incredible force. The bamboo bent lower and lower, so low that their leafy tops brushed against the wet ground. They looked as if they were about to snap at any moment, but they didn't. Not a single stalk broke. They yielded to the wind's power, swaying and bending in a graceful, fluid dance. When the storm finally passed, the sun peeked through the clouds, and a gentle quiet returned to the valley. Jin stepped out from the shelter of the grove and looked around in disbelief. The damage was everywhere. Huge, sturdy oak trees that had stood for 100 years were now split in half, their thick branches scattered across the ground. Even some of the smaller, tougher-looking trees had been uprooted. But when he turned back to the bamboo grove, he saw that every single stalk had survived. They were standing tall once again, reaching for the sky as if the storm had never happened. Jin was completely baffled. He ran back to Master Yan, his mind buzzing with questions. "Master Yan, how is this possible? The big trees were so strong and thick, but they broke. The bamboo is so thin, so why didn't it fall?" The old monk placed a gentle hand on Jin's shoulder. "The bamboo is strong precisely because it knows how to bend," he explained softly. "It doesn't fight the wind with brute force. It yields, it adapts, and it waits for the storm to pass. Those who are rigid and refuse to bend will often break when life's challenges come." Jin stood silently, the master's words sinking in. He thought about all the times he got angry and frustrated when things didn't go his way. He realized that in those moments, he was acting just like the stiff, unbending tree, trying to force his will against a problem instead of adapting. Maybe, he thought, he needed to be more like the bamboo. From that day forward, Jin's perspective began to change. Whenever he felt that familiar wave of frustration rising inside him, whether it was learning a difficult new skill or waiting for a seed to sprout, he would close his eyes and picture the bamboo swaying in the wind. He would take a deep, calming breath, just as Master Yan had taught him. Slowly but surely, Jin learned to bend. He learned to be patient, to adapt his approach, and to face troubles with a calm heart instead of a clenched fist. And just like the bamboo he so admired, Jin grew stronger, more resilient, and happier in ways he never could have imagined. Remember, being flexible and patient helps us stand strong, even through the biggest storms of life. Thanks for watching. If this story resonated with you, please like and subscribe for more content that helps us grow.